Welcome to yet another edition of UCU Focus News. It's the 13th of July. I'm Isaac Mtebi. With me is
Abra.
First, let's have a look at the headlines. UCU marks its 18th graduation amid its heavy poll. The Chancellor condemns the rampant vices in Uganda. UCU awards the best graduating students. In sports, BBC beats BHRM in the Intercourse Soccer Tournament. Now, kicking off, UCU has officially commissioned off graduates for the 18th graduation with pieces of advice from the Vice-Chancellor and the guest of honor. Agatha Tukungaine has more on this story.
Today, 6th of July, UCU has officially commissioned off the graduates for the forthcoming 18th graduation, which is to take place tomorrow, 7th July. The Vice-Chancellor has urged the graduates to reflect UCU's image as they go out.
Commissioning, we are saying we are sending you out as ambassadors of this institution. We are sending you out to practice what you have seen, what you have heard. We are sending you out to do the work that God is sending you to do.
The guest of honor, Right Reverend Dr. Stephen Kazimba, gave the graduates a package where he advised them to carefully choose who they surround themselves with in the outside world.
Who are the people around you? Who are the people you spend time with? How much time do you spend with those people? What do they do with their lives? How successful are they in life? The people you hang out with.
The graduates have gone with not only degrees but also with a full package, given the message they were given to help them cope in the outside world. Reporting for UCU Focus, I'm Agatha Tukungaine.
The UCU community has awarded the best students for the 18th graduation. Teddy Wabuyaga has more on this story.
The best students for the forthcoming graduation ceremony have been awarded during their official commissioning service in Nkoyoyo Hall.
According to my documents, he has the highest mark.
Among the awarded students were the first-class students, the Honors College students, and the best student from the Faculty of Laws, who was awarded by the alumni community of UCU. We talked to this best law student, Elijah Mushabe, in regards to his success.
The biggest support I could say, the very first person was God, because I never expected this. Then my parents and my lecturers. I wouldn't have made it without them.
As the saying goes, hard work pays. This has been evidenced by the students that have been awarded during the commissioning service in Nkoyoyo Hall. Reporting for UCU Focus, Teddy Wab.
UCU has marked its 18th graduation amid its heavy rain. Oduma Jonathan brings you what transpired.
Uganda Christian University is holding its 18th graduation ceremony, and the third this year at its main campus, Mukono. A total of 1,136 students are graduating with a diploma, postgraduate diploma, bachelor's degree, and a master's degree.
Members of staff, Uganda Christian University, parents, guardians, and friends and spouses of our graduates, the students of leadership, the graduates, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests.
43 of which have triumphed with a first-class degree, 24 females and 19 males. The best overall student has a GPA of 4.82.
Today has marked the 18th graduation ceremony at Uganda Christian University. Parents came flooded from Nigeria, South Sudan, Kenya, all over Africa. Reporting for UCU Focus, Oduma Jonathan.
On his pastoral visit to UCU, the Chancellor Reverend Stanley Ntagale, has condemned the ongoing vices in Uganda. Samuel Tambuka has more on this story.
The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda and the Chancellor of Uganda Christian University, His Grace Stanley Ntagale, has today joined the entire UCU community in the community worship in his pastoral visit to the university, which is made every semester. As the guest preacher, Ntagale condemned the ongoing vices in Uganda and Africa as a whole, which he attributed to the foreign influence.
Unfaithfulness, who want to grab things that they don't work for. Someone goes into an office, he becomes an officer, he thinks, when will I drive a Pajero? In 1 year, someone is driving a Toyota Pajero. Someone is building a big house. And you know the danger with Ugandans, they say, so-and-so has worked hard. He has stolen a lot of money, and you say he has worked hard.
The Chancellor has urged the UCU community not to participate in corruption, materialism, and secularism for the good of our country. Reporting for UCU Focus, Samuel Tatambuka.
Barbara Bidyomugabe testifies and gives thanks to the Lord upon her success amidst the work and study hardships. Hilda Nasuna has more on this story.
During today's community worship, unlike the previous times, time has been given to thank God. Barbara Bidyomugabe, a graduate of Child Development at Uganda Christian University, has given thanks to God and to all those who have contributed to her success. She has been blessed and prayed for by the chaplain and the entire community. Tomorrow, Barbara is graduating with a first-class degree. We have talked to her, and this is what she has to say.
I've been on work and study, and at the same time I've been volunteering in the dining hall, mainly for meals. But it has been a lot of work. But what helped me through is the fact that the determination I had, I bless God for that.
No matter the challenges of work and study, Barbara has been able to make it through her study journey with a first-class degree. Reporting for UCU Focus, Nasona Herald.
The East African Law Students Association has lobbed textbooks from the State House for UCU. Ebotuenomjisha reports.
The East African Law Students Association, led by their president Alex Noheres, have robbed 20 books from the State House titled Tackling Africa's Problems for Uganda Christian University, and they have handed them over to Vice Chancellor during community worship.
Like hand over to the institution.
Okay, thank you so much.
We have talked to Alex and asked him why he had to rob these books for Uganda Christian University, and he had this to say.
Uganda Christian University is an institution of the people with integrity, and this is a foundation for our nation and even Africa at large. So we thought that if the students of UCU read those books, they can get the knowledge and the problems Africa is facing and its solutions. Through that, through this institution being a very important institution in Uganda, we can raise students who have knowledge on East Africa and Africa at large. That's why we decided to donate them to UCU Library.
The robbed books by the East African Law Students Association are not only for the law students, but for the entire UCU community. Reporting for UCU Focus, Abetuenomjisha.
Welcome to the Campus Perspective, and this time round I'm talking to Gisli Jordan Tembo, the MP Mass Communication, about the lists issued by the Mass Communication departments for the second year students to choose what they will major in third year. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now about this issue of lists issued for students to sign. What is the procedure for someone to sign?
Okay, before I go into the point, I'm Honorable Tembo Gisli, MP Mass Communication, and starting with the point, all our viewers, the point is about the procedure of the list. We don't have a specific procedure, or it's just like the students, they should be able to pick out what they have an interest in. Like if you feel like you have an interest in mass communication, as journalism as a major or as communication, So it's up to you, and you can go forth and sign.
You mean like
in
you
whichever
can
way
choose
you want.
whatever,
In
anything
accordance
you
with
want.
what you want.
Now, what are the challenges you've encountered when you're signing for these things and other students?
The challenges from the start, they seem to be less or small, but at the end of the day, when you look at the challenges, they're like minor but bigger. How people don't know what digital is, people don't know what advanced photo jan is.
So they are
And,
signing things they
yeah,
don't
they're
know
signing
about
just for the sake of
what
signing,
they are
but
about.
this is a problem. It's a problem, and it's affecting many students.
So now, as you, the middleman, the MP, and the MP between students and the department, what can you do to help these students take the right choices as they're signing?
Specifically for me, I would advise those who are out there to make more consultations, make inquiries, at least from the possible students who have been in this field, like the third years who are ahead of us. They should get to consult and get to know how is this done, because we've tried to consult lecturers, we've tried to have a seminar which we had sometime back with the head of department, with Mr.
But I
Kiva.
think it wasn't so
Yeah,
thorough.
it wasn't more concrete, like we
Yeah.
didn't get the information we wanted.
Right.
So the basic thing is to students to get to third years, who the other finalists who are almost finishing, and then they get more information about what digital is, what online, digital online, and what photojan is.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for clarifying
A
more
pleasure
on
to
that
have you.
point.
Yeah.
So now let's continue with our news.
The Uganda Joint Christian Council has chaired a conference sensitizing UCU students on gender-related issues. Siobhan Cimenta has more on the story.
The conference, which capitalized on the Gender Justice Project, was organized by the Uganda Joint Christian Council. Its obligation as the church was to increase awareness on the negative consequences of gender-based violence and discrimination in Uganda.
The Uganda Joint Christian Council is an organization that comprises of different fellowships. For example, the Anglican Church, then the Orthodox, and the Roman Catholics. The training is about prevention and transmission of HIV/AIDS. So today we're just learning about how AIDS is transmitted, and it has been a success, apparently.
And that is why, if the mother is HIV positive, if you choose to test the baby before the 1.5 years, that baby will be HIV positive.
Issues like gender inequality, poverty, and discrimination remain noticeable issues in Uganda's Christian community today. However, the Uganda Joint Christian Council remains ahead of them by creating awarenesses through conferences such as these. Reporting for the UCU Focus in Cementa Siobhan.
Bachelors of Business Computing have defeated Bachelors of Human Resource Management with a margin of 2-1 to proceed to the next round of the Intercourse Soccer Tournament. Jonathan Tugume has more on this story.
Over the weekend in the Intercourse Soccer Tournament, Bachelors of Business Computing beat Bachelors of Human Resource Management 2-1 to secure a place in the quarterfinals, which kicks off this week. The Intercourse Soccer Tournament reaches its knockout stages. Masscom and Business Computing are the teams that have reached the quarterfinals. Tugume Jonathan, UCU Focus.
Barbara, Mass Communication is having a match in the evening in the Intercourse Soccer Tournament quarterfinals. Hope you'll be there.
Well, I don't normally watch football, but since it's my course, I have to be there.
Wow, that's a good one. Thanks for being with us on the UCU Focus News. I'm Isaac Mutebi with
Barbara Burabjo.
Nice lunch.